Yeah, I do write for myself. I do write for myself. Like a lot of it for me is like borderline therapy, man. I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm calm. I'm refreshed. I'm revitalized. Um, I feel like I'm like almost at my. I feel like I've kind of looked at from the beginning when I started writing. I kind of had like checkpoints as to how good I'm gonna be by the time I get to that age or to that point in my career. And I feel like I'm so close to the flawless stage, which is good, but worrying at the same time, because if I ever feel like I get to there, then do I feel like I can surpass that? Like right now, I feel like what I've put out today is I think it's so sick, but in my head I'm like I can better it. And I've always thought about what happens when I get to the stage when I put something out and I'm like, I don't know if I can better that. I don't know what happens. I don't know what stage of life that is. So I'm at the stage where I feel like I can get better, so that's good.
Yeah. So do you think that musically, obviously you've come on a journey, do you feel like musically it has influenced your personal journey, or do you think it's your personal journey that's influenced your music journey?
Do you know what? I think a bit of both.
Okay.
Because without what's happening to me in real life, there's nothing to write about. But then when I do write about it and it takes me to a new place, and then it also adds fuel to the fire, and now there's more to write about.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think it goes hand in hand. It's a sick question though, but yeah, I think it goes hand in hand.
And also, do you feel like you've been able to be a lot more open and a lot more vocal within your music from the beginning of your journey to where you're at now?
Yeah, I feel like I don't ever feel like it's funny because at times you might feel like you're not allowed to say shit, but
Yeah.
I've always felt like I've been allowed to say what I want to say. But I just think now I know how I want to say it.
Yeah.
Because the biggest thing for me is like I don't ever want to feel hypocritical. Just don't want to feel. There's certain things I just don't want to listen back to something and say, why did you phrase that like that?
Yeah.
So you really, because these things, these songs are gonna live forever. I don't know how much people are gonna listen to them, but they're always gonna be there. You can always go back and say, look. And then when you think of that, the first thing that comes to my head is my kids. And I'm like, I wouldn't want them to be like, but why did you say that?
Yeah.
Or, but you said that in that song, so why can't I go and do this? Or, do you know what I mean? So I'm kind of always, like, I'm a deep thinker. So I think about stuff like that.
Okay. On your journey now, as you said, obviously the new album, what do you think is left for you to achieve? Like, you've achieved so much within your career so far, and this is obviously not the end. What would be the accolades, and how have they changed? I think you said you had like goals of maybe it was age, so by the age of 25, I want to do this, by blah, blah, blah.
Well, like worldwide, man. Like it should go worldwide. Like it shouldn't, it shouldn't just stop here ever. Like I'm never writing a song thinking, yeah, I just want like London. Do you know what I mean? In my head, I'm always thinking global, and it's funny because I stopped myself thinking like that. Because like when I was first starting out, like I knew immediately like what my friends like to hear.
Yeah.
And then I knew like what the ends will bang, like yeah, let me write a song, Victory's Tottenham's now, like let's rise up, da 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 da. Write this song, put this song out. And I know everyone in Tottenham's gonna go mad for this, but then like Tottenham's like a small place. And then I start thinking, alright, cool, what are these people gonna like? Just everyday people as well. And I just want like anyone with ears to connect with my songs, man. I don't want to limit it to just like black, white, teenager, whatever.
For everyone. Do you feel like you write for yourself a lot more now, also?
Yeah, I do write for myself. I do write for myself. Like a lot of it for me is like borderline therapy, man. Like sometimes something's on me and I write it and then it's gone. Like I don't feel angry about it anymore. I've just let it go, and I think there isn't actually anything else in the world that I can do that makes me feel like that.
Yeah.
So it kind of just makes me know. I was talking to someone the other day about like what happens when you retire, and I was just like, rah, I don't even know. Like I don't think of that because for me, like I need to write. So don't know. I suppose I reckon I just feel like I'll be someone who, even if I do not put nothing out, it doesn't mean that I've just been writing and just maybe not putting it out, but I've been writing and recording and just getting it out for myself, kind of thing. Yeah, like a little diary kind of.
Would you say that's really important for an artist, because it's harder to be open or to have that confidence? You need to be able to have that outlet.
I think it's important for artists that feel like that. There's some artists that are like, because everyone's different. Like for me, this is like a need more than a want.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to make music, I need to. But there's some people just like, I want to make a song today. Do you know what I mean? And it's just have a different thing, so they're never gonna feel like how I feel about it. But like anyone who feels like I feel, they're gonna probably be in the same boat. I like someone like Gets. Like I feel like whatever day he gets to when he decides like he's not putting nothing out, I reckon he will still just write as well. Because he's like me. Like we're up in the morning, I'll chat to him at 8 o'clock. He just wants to talk about songs or verses or have you heard that or da 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 da. Like that's not a want. You don't want to wake up at 8 a.m. and bring your brethren about a song. That's a need. Like there's a difference. You can feel man that just want. He can ring you 1 o'clock in the afternoon and start talking about things. Yeah. What time did you wake? Like he's waking up. First thing on his head is that. You know what I mean? And yeah, let me ring you. I just saw you find the booth. Alright, cool. Watch. Like, bro, 7:55. Like,
give me an hour.
7:55. But I'm up.
Yeah.
Because I need. Do you know what I mean? And I'm answering the phone because I need that conversation as well to fuel me to go and write something else. So it just depends. There's a difference between need and want, man.
Going back to the album, what would you say is the most... I wouldn't say what your favourite track is, because I guess because it's your body of work, you have a connection to every track. Yeah. What track would you say you're most passionate about and why?
Do you know what song I really love? A song called Something on the album I performed at the proms. Like that song, that's my song, man. That's like for me, that's like excellence, like close to like perfection, close. Because it is perfection and it's mad. But yeah, it's close, like for me. That's my one. Today I woke up and I was thinking, yeah, I need to listen to that song, and I listened to it. Yeah.
Can I ask why? Well, I will. Why?
I just think it feels so nice, man. Okay. I think the feel of it. Sometimes, like for me, like sometimes I might smash the lyric, but the feel might not be right, or the chorus might be shit, or not shit, but not as good as the verse, or the verse was too complicated. I think with this one, it's like it's the perfect balance. Like the music sits with it nice. The chorus is beautiful. The strings on the song is like, we took time to get the right string orchestra to do that. Laura Mvula, she comes in at the end, and it's just such a beautiful song, man. I think it's beautiful, man. It could be like a little wedding thing, but I swear in it, so I don't know if anyone wants to. Yeah, swear in it.
Clean version.
Yeah, clean version. I don't know.
It is amazing to see you so passionate about music and like almost have like a reinvigoration of like feeling and stuff. Did you take on, well not take on, but did you start working with people like Abelino to give them an outlet? Or
yeah.
Like what was your motivation behind?
I've like, when I see myself like at my first mixtape, learn from my mixtape, just like a kid that's mad talented, mad potential, and it's like, I had to go through shit and I had to run into hurdles and I just had to go through stuff that if I was with a mentor or a senior that was like, yeah man, you don't need to do that, just go there, or you don't need to go there, and just little tiny little things, or do you record like that? No, you should it can just speed someone's growth up. Yeah. So I feel like if I'm able to do that for someone that I believe in, like I think this, if I'm honest, I think that is the kid that will take me out. And then, because in my head I'm like, I keep going competitively until I feel like what the kids are doing I can't do. And I think that's when you're like, you're the guy that's on the pitch and everyone's running rings around you and you're like, but you still want to play. Like you kind of have to, one day it's going to get to a point where you're like, I'm on the pitch, they're faster than me, he's nutmegging me, there's nothing I can do here. Maybe it's time to manage, or do you know what I mean? But I just look at this kid like, he's going to be the kid, like, you know, however long it is, could be 10 years, could be 5 years, whatever, however long it's going to be. Like, he's going to be the one, and I'm going to hear a verse one day, and I'm going to be like, yeah, I can't do that anymore. Do you know what I mean? And then I just see that in him. And I always say that to him. I say, "What do you think you're gonna take me out? You think it's this year?" Like, we got this little joke because he gets me. He understands. You know what I mean? And for me, it's like, on another thing as well. It's like watching. It's like Pele watching Ronaldinho do kick-ups, yeah, and looking at this kid and saying, "I think this kid's cold," but ignoring him.
Yeah.
That is an honourable thing to do, and that doesn't mean you're not passionate about football. You're more passionate about yourself. So if I'm looking at my man and I can see that I think he's that good, then I have to come to him and I have to say, I have to help, I have to do this, let's work. Let's do a mixtape, let's go Coco, let's turn up. So that's that whole young fire, whole flame thing.